Hi, fourth grade social studies students. This is a narrated slideshow and read aloud of pages 58 to 63 in your social studies textbook about the United States economy. Here's the Quizlet link for your vocabulary words. We're talking about industries within this part of the social studies textbook, and we're talking about the service industry, we're talking about the manufacturing industry, we're talking about the agriculture industry. And an easy way to remember that is SAM, S, service, A, agriculture, M, manufacturing. United States economy. Every Saturday, you and your uncle shop for fresh foods at the farmer's market. How's business, Mrs. Eastman? Your uncle asks as he pays for a jar of honey. Great, she replies. The economy is booming. What's an economy? You ask your uncle. Well, he answers, the economy is all the producing, selling, and buying that people do. It's all the ways people use resources to meet their needs. A free market economy. In the United States, the economic activities of people have little government control. This kind of economy is called a free market economy. It is also called a free enterprise economy. Here, people can make, sell, and buy almost anything they want to. They can start almost any kind of business. The government does set some limits. For example, businesses are not allowed to sell certain dangerous products. Also, businesses must offer a safe workplace, and they must limit the pollution they cause. Factors of production. In a free market economy, people, not the government, own or manage the resources that businesses need. As you have learned, one kind of resource is natural resources. They include land, water, minerals, and fuels. Another kind of resource is capital resources, such as money, buildings, and equipment. The third kind of resource is human resources or workers. These three kinds of resources are called the factors of production. And up at the top, we have a picture of a construction worker building. Construction companies need workers, materials, and equipment to build houses. How businesses work. Think of all the businesses that you know about. Some businesses, like the company that made your shoes, are large. Others, like a neighborhood pet sitting business, may be small. As different as businesses are, they all have a few basic things in common. Making a profit. The goal of most businesses is to make a profit. Profit is the money that a business has left after it pays all of its bills. If you owned a business, how would you try to make a profit? You would probably keep your costs as low as possible. You would try to choose the best price for your product and sell as much of it as you could. Supply and demand. In deciding how much you could charge, you would consider supply and demand. Supply is the amount of a product or service that is available. Demand is the amount of a product or service that people want and are willing to pay for. Imagine that you sell honey at a farmer's market. If you have a little honey, which is a weak supply, and many people want to buy it, a strong demand, you might charge $7 a jar. If many farmers are selling honey, strong supply, and a few people want to buy it, weak demand, you might lower your price to $5. And down at the bottom, we have an image of agriculture, and we also have a postal worker as a service worker. A diverse economy. The United States is a large country with a varied geography and a diverse population. As a result, the United States also has a diverse economy, growing and producing items. In the past, agriculture or farming was the main economic activity in our country. Today, agriculture is still important, but it is a smaller part of the economy. As cities grew, manufacturing became a larger part of the economy. Manufacturing is the making of products. Most manufacturing is done in large factories. The United States is a leading producer or manufacturer of cars, steel, and many other products. Service industries. Today, service industries make up the largest part of our economy. A service industry is a business in which people are paid to do things for other people. For example, a service worker might repair a customer's car or help someone open a bank account. About 4 out of every 5 workers in the United States now have jobs in the service industries. They include nurses, doctors, store clerks, lawyers, caregivers, and plumbers. People who work for the government, such as public school teachers and police officers, have service jobs too. And you'll notice down at the bottom, there's an image of a manufacturing plant. They're making baseball bats. And we have a healthcare worker in a hospital as part of the service industry. So you can glance up at the pictures and follow the arrows from 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's when you're reading graphic organizers. You read them according to the arrows, usually from left to right. Always be sure to make sure that you're reading the heading. This one is computer game manufacturing. So down in the middle of the page, we have a global economy. At a farmer's market, all the sellers and buyers are usually from one local area. They are part of a local economy. When people buy or sell products made in other countries, they become part of the global economy. The world's market. The global economy is the world's market in which people and businesses from different countries buy and sell products and services. In a global economy, countries all around the world depend on each other for goods and services. An automobile is a good example of how the global economy works. Automobile manufacturers need many different materials and parts to produce automobiles. The steel for an automobile body may come from the United States or China. The glass for its windows may be produced in Mexico. The CD player may be made in Japan. Leather for the seats may be shipped from Argentina. The factory that assembles all these materials and parts may be in the United States or another country. Although the factory may be in the United States, it may be owned by a company in another country. Global workers, global buyers. Workers are also part of the global economy. For example, a company in the United States may hire workers in India to write software for its computers. A company in China may hire Americans to translate product instructions into English. People even travel to different parts of the world to buy services. For example, many people from other countries come to the United States to go to college. The global economy provides more opportunities for American businesses and buyers. American products and services can find new customers in other countries. The products and services of other countries offer more choices to American buyers. So, how are workers a part of the global economy? Workers from one country may work for a company in another country. We have global money. Most countries print their own money. And last but not least, the summary. The United States has a free market economy. Agriculture, manufacturing, and service industries are the main parts of this economy. American businesses and citizens are also part of the global economy. So, some helpful tips for studying. Be sure to read the text. Be sure to read and review your vocabulary terms. Be sure to put pictures, graphics, and images together with important information. And remember, a little bit each day. Don't cram, and then you'll remember the information for the rest of your life. Good luck, fourth graders.